How's it going, everybody? It's Aparicio, and today I'm going to show you how to use your qualifier tool effectively in Davinci Resolve. It can be a really powerful tool, but it can also be a little overused in my opinion. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So we're going to use a shot where it would be easy to use your qualifier, and then I'm going to show you a shot where it would be a little more difficult, just to show you a good way to use it. Here's our clip. So remember, when we're using our qualifier, we're targeting a part of an image based on its hue, saturation, or luminance, or all three. So obviously you can click on an image to select a certain hue, and then you're going to go up here and click the highlight so you can see what you did. If you want to get a more broader range, you click and drag. So there we go. As you can see, we got more, and it picked up the skin pretty darn well. Alright, so why use the qualifier? You know, we have the HSL curves, we have the color warper. Why use it? The simple answer to why you would use it is because you can use pretty much all your controls in the color page with your selection. Unlike if you were to go in hue versus hue, you can only affect hue versus hue, hue versus saturation, and hue versus luminance. Same thing with the color warper. But here, let's unclick the highlight. We can affect the gain, the gamma, the lift. Obviously hue and saturation are down here. We can mess with the contrast, the mid detail. We can go to our log wheels and do all that. So that's really handy. So we see our selection here. We can move this around, and as you can see, it picks up different hues. If we move this around down here, picks up different saturation levels, and obviously luminance, different brightness levels. So you kind of have to find the sweet spot with the qualifier. So I'm gonna go here. This seems like the sweet spot for this image. Saturation, obviously we found our sweet spot right there. You want to leave it there, and then if you come down here and you click and drag towards the bottom, it kind of adds some softness to it. Okay, and then the hue, we want to find our sweet spot with the hue. Obviously we're safe with a broader range just because there's a lot of color separation already in this picture. It makes it really easy. This is the other half of the image all the way on this side, so we have a good selection here. Pretty easy so far, right? Good. As you can see here, it's a little blotchy up here towards the on the hair and the eyes. What you can do is come over here to Matte Finesse, and you're gonna want to add some denoise. All right. If it's a bit noisy, if your selection is a bit noisy, adding some denoise helps. There we go. And then the blur just a little bit. And then clean black and clean white will also help you. Clip off kind of the clean black. The clean white we don't need to mess with. We want that selected. And then go to black clip. That'll also help you get rid of the darkest regions of your selection. And now our selection is pretty darn good. So you're gonna come up here to your highlight, click off, and you can go over here to your offset, kind of change her skin. Maybe it was a bit too red. Drag it down, drag it up, and then we can zoom in to see if it's blotchy towards the top. It's only noticeable if you're being extreme. As you can see where the selection is imperfect. There's also some tools here. You can take away some selection, add some selection, and you can take away softness and add softness to your selection. So as you can see, it's taking away some of that softness, or you can add softness to your selection, and you could see it here. It added a whole bunch. And then obviously this is adding and subtracting to your selection. Went too far. And then you can make you can come here and you can just make selections based on red, green, and blue, or just based on luminance. And then there's a qualifier 3D over here to the right, which I think deserves its own video. So I'm not going to go over it now. I'll probably make another video about it, so be on the lookout. You can always invert this if you want to just get rid of skin tones. And now we have the whole background. Click off the highlight and you can go ahead and change that. Alright, so now let me show you a shot that it would be a little bit scary to use your qualifier. It's this shot right here. And let's try to get her skin. I want to qualify her skin. Say you want to use it. Her face has kind of similar hues to the background. So what you can do is you can, instead of using the qualifier, go ahead and go to hue versus hue. Click and drag and bring her skin kind of more separate from the background a little bit. Just a little bit. And then we're going to create another node. Our goal here is to create more separation between our subject and the background. So we create another node. Let's go back to qualifier. Let's select the background, click the highlight, and let's find our sweet spot, excluding her. Alright, and then you see how all this is kind of messy? And I'm about to show you the ultimate duo in Davinci Resolve is the qualifier plus your power window. Go ahead and put a power window here, and now we'll only be selecting this wall back here. Go ahead and soften it up however you'd like, and we can adjust the selection. As you can see, we have some of her here. Go to your clean black, put that up, just clean this up a little bit, put on some denoise, some blur, go down here, click power window. If you don't see it, I'm going to sharpen our power window here. Alright, and then we're just going to click off the highlight and click off the power window. Let's go ahead and make it more blue purplish. And then we'll go back to our skin node and we're going to rotate that towards more of a natural magenta, and voila, now we have a natural looking shot. Let's see how it looked before, and just a way better looking shot. And I think we went about it just a little bit better, also using the hue versus hue. So there you guys go. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, go ahead and subscribe, comment your thoughts, and guys, I'll see you in the next one.